Welcome to the Richmond Events podcast, where we take you inside the UK's most exclusive business forums. You'll get to meet the delegates, suppliers and speakers shaping their industries. Richmond Events. This is where business gets done.
Hello and welcome to Richmond's Events. We are here at the Retail and E-commerce Directors Forum and I'm joined by Helen. Helen, welcome.
Thank you.
So Helen, tell us who you are, your business and your role within that business.
Well, I'm Helen Trendell and I'm the co-founder and managing director of ThoughtShift, and we're a digital marketing agency specialising in AI search, SEO, paid media and analytics.
Wow, so AI search has been a big topic of today. What have you heard here today that's sort of been exciting to hear?
Well, I think what has really stood out today is the number of retail and e-commerce directors that have experienced challenges with being surfaced in LLMs organically, and also at the same time the challenges that Google was bringing by having conveniently changed their entire search landscape at the same time. So yeah, we're seeing AI overviews appearing above traditional Google shopping search results, which just a few months ago we were saying is very unlikely that that's going to be overtaken by AI overviews. But lo and behold, with the increase in ChatGPT usage, that's where we're now seeing Google coming in and utilizing their AI LLM with Gemini to dominate the top of Google as well. So it's inescapable now. Everyone has to really think about how they're being found in those LLMs.
So what is an LLM? I'm a professional idiot here.
Well, there's a lot of acronyms in our field. So an LLM is the large language model, such as ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Perplexity or Copilot. And they all have very different sorts of volumes of users. But what we're finding is ChatGPT is set to reach 1 billion users at some point this year. So in comparison to Google and YouTube, which Google owns, they've got around 150 billion users. So we're not quite on the same scale as Google at the moment. But what we are seeing is that people who are at the top of ChatGPT search results are basically getting that traffic, but they're also getting conversions convert at a higher rate than even paid search or organic search, which has blown my mind.
And this is it, isn't it? Is that what I've learned today as well, is that people aren't even going into Google anymore. They're going into their chatbots, whatever that one may be that they choose, and saying, I'm looking for da 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 da. And that's what is coming back. It's being fed to them. But now it also gives them the links as well, direct, so people can then click, they go straight to that website. They're not even getting choices.
Exactly. So it's more important than ever to make sure that your website is optimized for machines and humans. And that's really where optimizing for AI search blends both the traditional search engines and the new AI platforms to make sure that you're coming up in both platforms ideally, and people that are invisible in places like ChatGPT are really starting to notice the impact on their bottom line, and that's where people are very interested in how they can now be visible in those places.
Absolutely. So you've had meetings all day today. Is this the problem that the majority of your meetings have come forward with you and why they wanted to sit down with you?
It was. I think that was one of the key factors that when looking at the Richmond events categories, I identified that one of the hot topics that we're experiencing with our clients is AI search conversations, and that wasn't one of the topics. So it was one of the topics that we suggested to add to the categories, and yeah, I've been really blown away by the interest in it as well. So it's literally the sort of the increase of interest in it just within the last few months has really catapulted. just like the growth of LLM usage itself.
And what value has it been for you to host those one-to-ones with those clients?
Oh, it's been really valuable because it's really helped me to understand the perspective of clients who we don't currently work with as well. So our clients have really benefited from us working with them on their technical SEO for many years, and that's helped them to be surfaced in different LLMs such as ChatGPT, as well as in AI overviews. Whereas what I've discovered today is a lot of retail and e-commerce directors are being given some really bad recommendations by people who say they specialize in LLM optimization or generative engine optimization. But in fact, the recommendations, as we've seen from some of our other clients who've shared other teams' proposals, will be in contradiction to what is going to help their organic search, which is maybe where the large majority of their revenue is currently coming from. So it could actually, by implementing some of these recommendations, it could actually harm the revenue that they're getting already. So that's been quite shocking to discover that that's happening, and just hope that people can find out this information as soon as possible, really.
It's really interesting you bring up that there's people out there who are dishonest in what's going on, because one of the workshops today was about trust and how trust in business is so hard nowadays, and how there's so many different levels it's being broken and things. So again, how well Richmond sort of align everything to cross over so they can have a conversation with you, go and understand the trust aspect, and they feel that immediately. What's the biggest value you're taking away from the speakers that you heard at the keynote this morning?
I think the biggest takeaway today was really about mirroring some of the discussions that we've been having with our clients, and it was great to hear that those big retailers are kind of experiencing the same issues, which in there are so many external market forces happening all at once. It's a very difficult landscape, but what you can focus on is really focusing on your customer and your purpose as a brand. We specialize in working with purpose-driven brands, and particularly within the retail and health and wellness categories. So it was great to hear that those brands are really starting to see how they can offer that advice and the experience of going in store, to then also reflect that on the website, where we can provide a lot of that content and a lot of information, not only for users, but also for machines.
Incredible. Helen, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and get to relax and enjoy dinner tonight.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
There we go. All right.
Thank you.
No, thank you.